I'm going to start the recording so we can get started. It's 4 o'clock, and welcome everyone to our Renaissance Grant Teacher Leaders. For tonight's session, you've got Heidi Boles with you with um, what is it?
S3
S3
strategies.
strategies. I never can get I'm going to get that in the wrong place. 3S. I want to say 3S for some reason. But
It's
building
hard.
academic vocabulary through differentiated language. I'm so excited. I've seen Heidi's sessions before, and you all are in for a really good hour of learning and you're going to really enjoy it too. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to stop talking, and Heidi, I'll let you take it away.
Well, thank you so much, Jennifer. It's good to see you again. It's good to see everybody. Welcome, everyone. My name is Heidi Bowles, and like I said earlier, for those of you who weren't on yet, I am coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm excited to be here with you today. Um, I am a retired educator. I was in the classroom for 28 years. I was a curriculum coordinator for 2 years, and now I am working for a curriculum. Actually, it's a professional development company called S3 Strategies. And we at S3 Strategies we're a very small, women-owned, women-run company, and we believe passionately in pedagogy. So and improving pedagogy and student outcomes. So happy to be here with you today. I always have such a good time when I'm with KEDC teachers. You guys are so phenomenal. I always love just the passion that you bring to what you do. So I want to tell you just a little bit about what we believe here at S3 Strategies. We believe in instruction that meets the needs of all of the diverse learners in our classroom, which is the differentiation piece that we're learning about, that we're going to be talking about today. We believe in student-centered active instruction, and we believe in building a culture of thinking using effective questioning strategies. So that's just a little bit about what we believe. And we're going to be going through a really quick session today that is not really sit and get. I'm not going to be talking a whole lot. I introduce myself, I introduce the strategies, but the bulk of what you're going to be doing today is going to be in your breakout sessions, and you're going to be experiencing 3 different strategies today, and that you should be able to go back and implement immediately in your classroom. Um, so for our norms today, please stay on mute during whole group, but please unmute while you're in your small groups. And also, we're kind of a smallish group here. We're up to 24 now, and more people are hopping on. But if I ask a debrief question, I do not mind at all if you would like to unmute and share your response to a debrief question. Do not feel like you are a slave to the chat. If you would like to unmute and share whole group when a question is asked, please do that. Um, we will be using the chat for discussion. Jennifer will be helping me monitor the chat because I'm going to also be monitoring other things. Our workshop guide, which is linked in the chat, is going to be used as our agenda, and that's where you're going to be accessing all of the links for the strategies that we're going to be experiencing today. When you go into your breakout sessions, you will be in a small group, and I will tell you which link to click on as you are in that particular session. And then you'll have, anywhere from, I don't know, I'm hoping about 10 minutes per strategy to experience it and to have your dialogue. And then we'll come back and we'll debrief each of those strategies. I hope you have so much fun today while you are learning together. And this is what your workshop guide looks like. Now, if you are watching this after our session on a recording, please know that if you can't access, you're not going to have access to the chat. I'm not sure how that works on a recording, but you can always access this workshop guide by typing this bit.ly into your address bar, and it is case sensitive. So be aware of that. Also, if you are with us today and you do have access to the workshop guide, please know that you're going to have access to that indefinitely. Please go in and make copies of whatever strategies are shared with you today so that you can use them in your classroom for immediate implementation. Okay, our objectives today, we're going to be considering the importance of vocabulary instruction in our classrooms. We're going to be learning strategies to address problematic vocabulary, We're going to learn to differentiate instruction for student success and to experience tools to support active learning. So I'm hoping each of these strategies that you learn are just one more tool that you can add to your teaching toolbox and your teaching repertoire. So, the theory behind today's strategies comes from Marzano and building background knowledge for academic achievement. So, Robert Marzano has these 6 steps to vocabulary instruction, and you might be familiar with these. But if you I'm just going to go through them real quick. So, first of all, whenever you're introducing a term and pre-teaching a term to students, you provide them with an explanation or a description of the term. Marzano tends to stay away from giving definitions. He prefers descriptions and explanations, give examples to help the students understand the term more as you're introducing it. Then the students restate the explanation in their own words. They create non-linguistic representations of the terms, or they interact. They create and interact with non-linguistic representations of the term. They periodically do activities to help them add to their knowledge, because in those activities, they are also engaging in dialogue with their peers over about the terms. You periodically ask students to discuss the terms as they are engaging with them in the activities. And then students engage in games that allow them to play with these terms. So that's the theory behind the strategies that we're going to be learning today. So let's talk about academic vocabulary. One of the things that I wanted you to just touch upon is that there are different types of vocabulary words when you're talking about academic vocabulary. There are content specific words. Those are usually called tier 3 words, or if you've ever heard the term brick and mortar words, these are the brick words. So these are the words that are specific to your content. Um, it could be a term, um, it could be a figure, like a person. It could be all of those content specific vocabulary words. There are also transportable vocabulary words or tier 2 words, and sometimes those are referred to as mortar words. These are the words that are used across the curriculum in multiple disciplines, and those are the words that help. Those are words that are more tricky to pull out and identify. Those mortar words are just a little bit messier, just kind of like the mortar can be messy whenever you're bricking a wall. Um, so let's talk. Here's just a real quick um, excerpt to consider. Vocabulary acquisition is crucial to academic development. Not only do students need a rich body of word knowledge to succeed in basic skill areas, but they also need a specialized vocabulary to learn the content material. So it takes both the brick and the mortar words for the kids to reach that academic achievement that we'd like for them to reach. So, for our Think About It question today, this is just a question for us to ponder together and to discuss together. You're going to do this in your breakout sessions. And so, this is going to be your first experience in your breakout sessions and opening up the new presentation for your activity. So, if you go to the workshop guide, the very first link says Think About It. You will click on that. And then I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms. And when you get to your new presentation, if you're in breakout room 2, then you will be group 2 in the presentation. It will give you your instructions, and you'll click on a box, and it will take you to your slide for your group. Be sure to unmute and have fun discussing with each other. We are up to 28 people. I'm just going to put us in about 9 rooms right now and see. That's about 3 people per room. I'm going to open these up, and I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to complete this. It might not be actually 5, but I will give you a little bit of a warning before I close the rooms and bring you back. Any questions for me before you go? Okay, I'll see you back here in about 5, maybe a little bit less. Y'all have fun.
You want me to pause the recording
Yes, that'd be fantastic. Yeah. Okay.
as people get back in?
All right.
Hey, Heather, good to see you. Heather, I put
Okay.
the link to our bit.ly in the chat. So whenever you get a chance.
That's our workshop guide, Heather,
Yeah.
which you'll need to access the links. Okay. I've got a different view. Oh, here we go. That's the view I need right there, so I can see everybody. We almost have everybody back. We've got about 10 seconds left. Y'all sure did have some good insight. And everybody should be back now. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So our think about it question was, why is intentional vocabulary support critical for student success? And some of the things y'all said were really good. Um, one of you mentioned if you're creating a shared language, you are creating a shared language within your classroom, and if the students don't know the words, they won't be able to communicate efficiently with their peers about the lesson. Um, so we're supporting language development. There's a specialized vocabulary in different subjects the students may or may not understand based on their prior knowledge. So we need to build on that prior knowledge. Good. All right, students can make better connections to vocabulary when we are intentional about it. Vocabulary can be cross-curricular. Good. Okay, wonderful. So we understand that vocabulary is essential and critical for student success, and that we do need to be more intentional about our vocabulary instruction. Specific vocabulary instruction, as opposed to just the more pervasive assign, define, and test, has been shown to have a positive effect on reaching comprehension. Teachers in each content area should implement purposeful vocabulary instruction. And that is from a book called Words, Words, Words. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to experience three different types of strategies to help you with intentional vocabulary instruction. The first strategy is called the lineup. And I want to give you a little bit of a preview or just kind of describe the lineup and how it typically works in a classroom setting before I send you into your small groups. So I'm just going to describe it real quick. Students are paired up with one another. You would, in class, you would prepare little strips of paper that have a term and an explanation of the term on it. And you have two of those. So when for each term. So if you have like 20 kids, then you would prepare 10 terms, and each term would have two strips. You would disperse those in class. So if one of your terms is gridlock, I don't know why that word came to my mind, but it did. If one of your terms is gridlock, then you would have gridlock twice, and two kids would get gridlock. So once you disperse all of the terms, the two kids that have gridlock, they would meet and they would be partners. Okay. Everybody who shares a word with someone else, they would meet and you would be partners. You would take some time with your partner to discuss how you want to teach that word to somebody else. Okay. And you would come up with an explanation, an example, maybe an act it out, if you like, however, a creative way to teach that word to someone else. Okay. And then kids would have opportunities to teach that word to other kids. And I'll show you how that would look after we're done. What you're going to be doing in your small groups is I'm going to send you into your small groups. When you get to your breakout session, you're going to navigate to what your term is, and it will tell you on your instructions. It will say the term will correspond with your group number. Okay, so you'll find your term, you'll figure out how you're going to teach that term to everyone else in our group. And we're going to pretend like we're doing the lineup in class in a face-to-face setting. So you're not going to be in your small group very long, only long enough to figure out the best way to teach your term. Then we're going to come back. You're going to choose a presenter. And then when I say your group's number, your presenter is going to teach your term to the rest of us. And if you want to, you can kind of do it like kind of like a taboo format. If you want to tell us the explanation and act it out first and have us guess the term, that might be kind of fun if you want to do it that way. Or you can tell us what the term is before you start teaching it. Totally up to you. Okay? All right. So I'm going to open up your rooms right now. Okay? And this is a way to pre-teach vocabulary. Follow the instructions. Right now, you're just going to be learning how to figuring out together how to teach your term. And then I'll bring you back whole group and we'll finish the strategy whole group. Okay? So take about 4 minutes for this. 4 minutes. And I'll see you back here. All right, there they go.
Record. There we go. They're coming back.
Okay, everybody, we're almost all back. I think some people might be a little bit nervous about presenting their word. Y'all are longer getting back this time. It's going to be so much fun, though. Okay,
I'm gonna mute
y'all
people.
get
So
to y'all get to meet Teddy. He's asking to be here. This is my little boy. Okay, you lay
What
down.
kind of dog is it, Heidi?
He's a Maltipoo.
So cute.
Thank you. Okay, so let's have fun with these words. We're going to teach each other these terms, okay? So if you were in room 1, it looks like that was Dave, Laura, or Mary Beth. Which one of you are going to explain your word to us, and are we going to do it charades / taboo style, or
So each side matches.
okay.
I didn't see the word.
We're trying to guess the word. Oh, Dave, you were in that group.
I know, but I didn't see the word.
Oh, okay. What do you think it is? Looking at her picture,
What
looking at
picture did
her.
she put up?
Do you see her?
Oh, dear butterflies, hearts, Valentine's Day. Oh,
Symmetry.
Very close.
symmetry.
Symmetry.
Oh, I was
Close to
teaching that today
symmetry.
too. Yeah.
Was it symmetry, Laura?
It was balance.
Balance.
Symmetrical
I was
balance.
just about to say balance.
Formal balance.
Balance. Okay.
It was formal
Good.
balance, right? Just balance. Okay, never mind.
It was balance. So,
yeah.
and the explanation or the definition that's given is when the elements of design are arranged to create the impression of equality.
Well, that's symmetrical balance or formal
Okay.
balance.
Yeah,
I
all
teach
right.
art.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we need to put formal in front of that balance. Okay. Noted. Good job. Thank you, Dave. All right. Let's go to group 2. So we've either got Cody, Emily, Hannah, or Heather.
I'll share.
Awesome.
Okay. We're just gonna let you guess what the
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. That was my fault. I was trying to hit an X and I didn't.
Cody, unmute yourself.
was unmuted.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was
No,
unmuted.
you're
Okay,
fine.
so we talked about using images as well, to teach the term. I tried to draw
Ooh,
a
okay.
cat.
Do you want to give us the
Contrast.
oh,
Contrast.
Job.
good. Contrast, the juxtaposition of different elements designed to highlight their differences. Wonderful. Good job. All right. Group 3, either Alexandra, Karen, or Christy.
I'm going to take it.
Awesome,
Okay.
Karen.
Our element is emphasis, and it's special attention given to one part of a work of art. And one of my colleagues said that they use a bullseye, and this, I don't think, okay, there, I got to get it near my face. They use a bullseye. It's a simple illustration, and it's great, she said, for some of her students that don't have any foundation in art. And when I taught art, I would ask the kids to let the lines lead their eye to the focal point or to the emphasis. I know it's not showing up good where I have a blurry background, but the lines kind of lead the viewer's eye up to the lion's eye. And then I would eventually take an artwork and ask the kids to close their eyes and ask them what's the first thing that they see when they open their eyes. And then we would discuss how that became the emphasis. Once again, I apologize for the blurriness.
Oh, that's awesome.
One of the ladies that was in my group talked about scaffolding. You know, we start easy and then we try to get into the higher order thinking with it.
Perfect. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Group 3. Thank you. Okay, now we're at Group 4, Lynn, Patricia, or Summer.
All right, well, I've got two pictures if we're playing the guessing game. There's one.
Okay.
And then, if this helps, what word do you think we're describing?
And you can give us a little bit of the description if you'd like, and that might help us get the term.
That's on a whole nother tab,
Movement.
and I'll never find it.
Oh, okay. Kelly is on it. So the arrangement of elements to give feeling that all parts form a coherent whole.
Yeah.
Unity.
What could
It's movement.
Now, ours was harmony.
Oh,
Harmony.
okay.
So we talked about it from a music perspective, but also an art perspective. An art perspective, we didn't have a picture, but we talked about complementary colors, you know, like when you're picking out your outfit, what goes well together, being in harmony. But then in music, you know, it's more than one note at the same time, and it could be stacked like this, or if everyone is singing, then they're not on the same line, but they're, you know, moving together or moving in a pretty way. Anyway, you can't see me post-its. There you go.
No, I
think
loved that. That was so good. Thank you. That was so good. Okay, good job. Room 5, Alyssa, Megan, or Shelly?
I'm going to take it. So, okay, I'm going to hold this picture up because when we got our word, we saw that we have band people and art people in our little group. So, this kind of ties it together. So I just real quick threw a picture together after we talked about it, and I'm going to see if you guys can guess which term we had. So, and I'm blurred too. So there we go. That's a little better.
Oh, I like that.
Repetition.
That's a good guess. Oh, the blur, the dang blur.
So the definition is the use of recurring elements to direct the eye through an image.
Rhythm.
Visual movement.
Movement.
It'd be
There
movement.
you go. It was
Movement.
movement. Oh, what? There it is. There it is.
Good job.
Right.
Okay. In the interest of time, will anybody in the groups that have not presented yet be brokenhearted if we move on? Because I think y'all understand how this works. And yeah, that was wonderful work, everybody. So I want to tell you about a little bit how this works in the classroom because we are a little bit behind and we got to catch up. So in the classroom, it would look something like this. So when the kids get their matching terms, then they figure out how they're going to teach it together with their partner who has the other term. Okay. And then they line up, and then one of the lines rotates. One line stays the same, the other one rotates. Okay. So that, let's say this guy right here moves to the end of his line, everybody else moves over, boom, you have a new partner and you have somebody to teach your word to. Okay. And so you get to teach your word to that new partner. You give them about 2 minutes to teach their words, then rotate again, and then boom, hey, got a new partner. and then they teach their word again. And so you do that over and over again until they have learned they've gotten exposed to all of the terms. And boy, if your term is harmony or emphasis, by the end of this activity, do you ever know your term, right? Because you've taught it that many times. And so they're getting to interact with each other and interact with these terms in a fun way. There's movement, and they're engaged. So lots of fun with the lineup. I hope you enjoyed that. Does anybody have any questions about that? All right, let's hurry up and get to our next activity. It is called three-way match. You are going to be in your small groups again. I'm going to go ahead and open them, but don't leave just yet. Okay, yep, I don't need to tell you anything except for just go to your workout or workshop, we're not working out, we're at a workshop, workshop guide, and click on the third link and have fun with three-way match. Your instructions will be right there in your presentation for you. And you'll have about 10 minutes, hopefully, maybe less because we're behind.
Crystal,
Everybody have a room.
yeah, Crystal, you're in room 1. And Hillary, you're in room 3.
Okay, I don't know how to go to it. Like it was there on my screen and then it disappeared.
Oh, it disappeared?
Yeah.
Okay, let me move you.
Is there a way to send it again?
I'm just going to move her to a different room. And then I might move you back, Hillary, if you want to just hold on just a second.
Sure.
And
wait,
now
no,
I'm going to go to.
I can join now. It's back. It's popped up. You want me to join?
I'm actually going to move you back to room 3 because there's only. There you go. Can you see that now?
Yeah, it's back on.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks.
Hannah looks very busy.
Yeah, she's driving. So
Okay, so
we
I'm
won't.
not going to worry about that. Okay. Yeah, I got no, Teddy. I'm going to step away for 5 seconds to put Teddy up on the bed.
Okay. They're coming back.
Yes, they're coming back now. Boy, you guys, welcome back. Y'all are the first group that have, like, y'all stayed pretty much the whole time until you were kicked out of your breakout room. I'm sorry if I was rushing you. You were enjoying that strategy, huh? So that's called three-way match. And of course, so in my previous district that I was in, where I was a curriculum coordinator, what we wanted our teachers to do was create in their student notebooks with their intentional vocabulary instruction. We wanted them to create what was called a tip chart, and the tip stood for term, information, picture. And so they created a chart in their notebooks that was pretty much like this three-way match that you just created with your slides, with the term, the information, and the picture. And if the kids create a chart like this, then they can cut that chart up and they can create cards. Or you can create the cards for them if you want them to look a certain way. But what they would do in the classroom in practice is you would give them the set of cards and they would mix them up and then they would have to match them, manipulate the cards and match them. Oh, good. Thank you guys. I'm seeing some really good comments in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. I miss being able to listen to what y'all are saying in your small groups. I really miss you when you're in your breakout sessions, but I'm glad that you're having productive and really good conversation. It is time for our final strategy. So I'm going to recreate. Do y'all want the same groups? I'll keep you in the same groups since you're familiar with each other in those groups. We're going to open that back up. This one is called Roll and Remember. So if you go to your workshop guide, it should be the final link. Y'all open that up, and I'm going to give you about 12 minutes, 11 or 12 minutes. Yeah, Hillary is impressed with that amount of time. 11 or 12 minutes in here to do roll and remember. Maybe not that long, but that's my goal. Y'all have fun.
Alexandra, do you know where to go? Are you in a group?
I can reassign you if you need me to, Alexandra.
And Summer? There they go. Alexandra went. I don't know about Summer. She may be on 2 devices. I'm so tired of getting spam calls.
Those are the worst. I had to. Hi, Greta.
Hi, everybody left my breakout room, or there was one person in the room, and then this person, I don't know if they got kicked off.
Do you remember which room you were in?
I was in 6.
6. All right. I will put you right back there.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else is in there. That's why I left.
Oh, okay. Well, let me put you somewhere different.
Okay.
How about room 8?
Sure.
That is funny. Yeah, there's nobody in room 6. I don't know where they went. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Bless her heart. She was just there by herself.
Yeah, just sitting there. Where is
I'm
everybody?
glad she came back.
Yeah.
Where'd everybody go?
Where did everybody go? That's hilarious.
There's Karen.
Did you
Karen,
get
do you remember what room you were in by any chance?
Mm.
Were you
I'm gonna
with
say 6.
Okay. So I'm gonna just put you in a different room and so you can catch up with the discussion that they're having.
Okay, thank you.
We had a problem with room 6 and there's nobody there. So I'm gonna put you in room 9.
Thank you.
Okay. This is a sweet group.
They're good.
I like them.
They like to talk, so.
And we'll have some good feedback for them when I think, yeah, they only have one slide, but they've got 6 things to do with each term. And I think they might be clicking around to it looks like they might be clicking around to other terms to play with, and that's fine. I'm happy for them to do that. Love it.
Those are a lot of terms. Those are good.
I'm going to send them a message that says if they finish up with their term,
can't get the scroll bar to pop up on my where the breakout rooms are.
The scroll bar.
Like where the breakout rooms window is.
Oh, so you can slide up and down. There's Summer.
Yeah. I can't slide up and down.
Mine, oh, you can't slide up and down. Hi, Summer. Were you in a particular room that you'd like to be put back into?
Well, I was in group 6, but I don't know if it might have lost internet connection or something, but it just kind
Got
of like
it.
kicked me out.
Yeah, okay. So there's nobody else in group 6 right now. So I'm going to move you
Okay.
to group I'm going to move you to group 5
Okay.
and you can join that group.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. So they have about 4 minutes left. And we're doing good on time.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, he has curled up and has
Yeah.
gone to sleep on his pillow now.
Mine's gone. I don't know where he's gone to another room. And
Okay, he's an independent
he's
soul.
very independent. Usually he's either on the bed or on the floor right behind me, but no, he's given up.
If mine disappears, I know it's because he's sulking, he's upset,
Yeah.
or he doesn't feel good. He
Oh,
wants to be he wants to have me in his sight pretty much all the
all
time.
the time. And I may be missing him. He may be. Well, no.
I like your background.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have a few options with KEDC on it. So
Mm-hmm.
it was either this or let me see if I can. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Adjust backgrounds. So I can do that one,
Oh, cool.
that one.
Oh,
I thought that was cute.
it is cute.
And that's just the big. But I like that one with the
Yeah,
board on it.
I like that one.
That looks too much like Louisville to me. And not a Louisville fan.
Oh, okay.
UK all the way.
Okay. If I were to ever move to Kentucky, I would have to get my university straight.
Yeah.
You know, we have big universities here in Texas too, and I just don't follow. I'm not a college. I didn't
Board.
go. I just don't follow them. I went to Texas Women's University for my undergrad, and then I went to Tarleton for my graduate degree, and neither one of them are big. They're not big.
Board schools.
I
Yeah.
mean, Texas Women's is, of course, um, but we're undefeated. Texas Women's was undefeated in football.
Oh,
Yeah. That's actually a funny t-shirt that they have.
that's not soccer. Isn't that soccer?
No, no, in actual football, we're because we don't play football, so we're undefeated.
Gotcha. Oh, well, of course. Yes, that makes so much sense. Are you in Houston? Is that where you are? Or are you
I'm in
in
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth? You told me, and I could not remember.
Yeah. No, I'm in Fort Worth, but I am my sister's in Houston. I spend a lot of time in Houston, and the man that I'm dating, and he's in Houston too. So I'm actually going to Houston tomorrow.
All right. I
So
think I've been
spend
there
a
maybe once. I've been to Dallas. I know I've been to Houston. Yeah.
Yeah. Kara was funny yesterday. She told me that she has never been to, oh gosh, I didn't want to do that. That she had never been to Texas before. I'm going to go ahead and close the rooms. They're coming back.
Ooh.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Jennifer's such a delight. We got to chatting and I lost track of time. Oh, yay. That was fun too. Awesome. And it looks like some people are still in their sessions. I'm going to wait for them to come back. Oh, there goes my timer. About 10 seconds left. Oh, yeah, that's fun, right? Do you, Alyssa, is that how, am I saying your name right? I didn't know that either. And it's a fun little tool that you can put in there. Okay, I think everybody is back. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a good time with these 3 strategies today. We're just about finished with our session. We do have a debrief, though, a debrief slide with a couple of questions. Here are our questions, and if you would like to respond to one, you can put your response into the chat or you can unmute. But our questions are, how might these strategies help students better comprehend and retain rich vocabulary? And then how do these strategies meet the needs of diverse learners? So, anyone have any thoughts on either one of those questions? I always tell my students to do something with your whole heart, not half-hearted. It goes back to that vocabulary term, I think, balance. They connect movement to vocabulary, building knowledge from the ground up. Good. Giving time for discussion helps with understanding. I wish I could have given y'all more time to discuss. Yeah, the discussion is so rich whenever when you're discussing these terms. The more they work with the vocabulary, the better chance they have of remembering it. Absolutely. And that brings me to a question that I have for you. Does anyone know, according to, I think it is Marzano, how many times a student has to interact, or not just a student, a person, us. How many times do we have to interact with a term before it becomes part of our vocabulary repertoire? 7. That's right. 6, 7. Shelley. 6 or 7. No, Michelle said. Oh, so many good insights here in the chat. There are 4 different strategies. 3-way match would be great for visual learners. The sticky note activity would be great for kids who do not feel like they are very creative. Good. And we're addressing different learning styles. Good. Keeping kids engaged. I do like the chance for movement. Yeah, we're going to trick them into learning by getting them moving around. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. When you're teaching vocabulary, be sure to take the time to teach vocabulary on purpose and intentionally. And if you do do any of these activities in your classroom and you would like to share some pictures of your kids doing these activities, please tag S3 Strategies. Or if you have anything that you would like to say about S3 Strategies, and please tag us. I am going to be giving away some gift cards. And I am going to be looking on social media posts and seeing who, hoping for some tags to give those away. So, when we're done with all of our sessions, that's what I'm going to be digging into. So I have enjoyed you guys so much. What time is it? A little bit
58.
early.
Yeah, that's great. I've gone ahead and put the evaluation in the chat too, so you all can access that and make sure that you complete that in a couple days.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Don't forget to download these strategies, go and come, access the materials through your workshop guide. All right. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Night.
Bye-bye.
We'll hang out here for
Thank
a
you.
minute. Thank you all. You did awesome.
Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I actually meant to send that message to Patricia because she was asking me about not being on here. And what it is I'm kind of getting ready to start track.
Oh, yeah.
And I always tell my students, don't do a bunch of stuff half-hearted, go or do everything wholeheartedly,
wholeheartedly with your whole
not
heart.
half-heartedly.
That's
And
right.
that's when I start doing practice and meets, I'm gonna have to kind of just start watching the videos on this and I
Yes.
won't be able to attend.
Right.
So Probably next week. I'm thinking probably February 18th and 19th might be like my last two
Okay.
bars live. And then I
Okay.
know we got one 6 hour one. I
Yeah.
know I'm giving up money and stuff, but my time's a little bit more valuable.
With
And,
your
I
kids.
kind of watch how I spend my time.
That's right. That's right.
So,
No, good for you.
so I'll try and make sure I just kind of watch a few videos here and there, but I don't know how many hours I have in. I'm not going anywhere anyway this summer anyway, probably.
Okay. Well, we're always glad to have you, David. I'm so glad you're
All
here
right, well, I was just
today.
late and I kind of apologize. I was kind of
Oh,
one of
that's
those school
okay.
days.
Do
So,
not worry. It's difficult this time of year, especially if you're coaching track, for heaven's
yeah.
sake.